What's going on? What's going on? What's up, Spitting Fire? So I'm on some old chill type of time. I only want to come and see what's going on and just talk about some of the things that I find to be intellectual, shocking. Let me ask y'all, because I'm going to talk about Naya Rivera and her sister. Actually, her sister and her ex-husband. Very briefly. I don't know if you heard, okay, but Naya Rivera, remember Naya Rivera? Yeah, she went on a trip with her son. She took her baby boy out on a little trip, and I didn't know anything about Naya Rivera. I don't watch Glee. She was on other shows. I don't even know because, like I said, I don't watch Glee. But she went and took her baby boy on a boat on July. When was that? 8th. On July 8th this year, she actually ended up drowning. And I went over that many times. I've done videos enough to know some of the stuff to remember. She went, took the baby on a boat. She drowned. The last thing that her son heard her say was help. With her arms up, as he described to investigators. And to also, I'm sure, a child therapist, was help. Which was very, very just mysterious. Like, it was just a mysterious death. There was a lot of questions surrounding what actually happened because it just didn't seem right to me. It came out after the autopsy that she had vertigo. She also had diazepam in her system as well as antihistamines and beer. So they kind of charged it to she drowned due to probably having going through a vertigo episode where the room her head was spinning. Who knows? But we found it very suspicious and very mysterious the way that she died. Well, not that much suspicious enough, because what recently came out is that today Naya, her sister, her little sister, Nikayla, and her ex-husband, Ryan, who is also the father of her child, actually lives together. So my question is that wrong for you or a person to move in with their ex's siblings in the case, or if something happened, if they died? Like, if somebody died, is it okay if they live together? If their siblings actually moved in to raise the child? So I'm living with my sister's husband, and we're raising his and my sister's child. Is that okay? What do y'all think, and how do you feel? Let's go ahead and get into the article so that y'all will know what's going on and y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. And personally, my answer is no, it's not. It's not cool. It's not cool with me. And the first thing I'm going to think, first of all, I thought it was very suspicious anyway. What's going on, Tasha? That she died like that. For her to drown like that. Her life vest is on the boat. Her son has a life vest on. You have enough energy and strength to push him on the boat, but you get pulled in. I don't know. It just, the details of that never sat well with me. I never was satisfied with that. Too much information. So let me see if I can go. Hold on, y'all. And like I said, I'm not even going to be long on this topic. Okay, so here's the article. But I'm wondering, why is it showing that? That don't make sense. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm sure you can see it now. Okay, because I just don't understand how this is right. Naya Rivera's grieving ex-husband, Ryan Dorsey, 37, finds solace in friendship with Glee stars 25-year-old model sister Nikayla as the pair move in together to raise son Josie. Okay, this is according to Daily Mail. The grieving ex-husband of Naya Rivera has found solace in a friendship with the tragic Glee star's lookalike younger sister. Now, I want y'all to get this in your mind. Naya was battling anorexia. She wrote a book and she talked about how she had realized one day that she was anorexic. She wasn't eating and she had this fascination with being skinny. Her sister is Bones. Her sister is a model and she is very, very skinny. That triggered me. I just thought, that's a little funny to me. Like, it just comes at me in a different type of way. Anyway, actor Ryan Dorsey, 37, and 25-year-old model Naya Rivera have been inseparable since 33-year-old Naya drowned with while boating with her 5-year-old son Josie on California Lake Piru in July. Ryan and Nikayla have moved into a 3-bedroom rented house together, okay, where they are caring for Josie, who turned 5 last week, with the help of Dorsey's parents. Now, like I said, let me pull up a picture of her, but that is, for me, that is disrespectful. My first thoughts, personally, I feel like they are having a sexual relationship. They probably are in a full-blown committed one. It's just not proper and it's inappropriate, in my opinion, my perception. It's inappropriate for her sister to move in with her baby daddy and ex-husband and raise their son. Pictures has surfaced. Okay, pictures of them. Here's look how skinny she is. Look how tall she is. But they like that skinny stuff. The pair are spending every spare minute of their time together, as seen in an exclusive Daily Mail photo. Both Ryan and Nikayla, stunning 5'11" fashion model and social influencer who bears a striking resemblance to her actress sister, posted emotional tributes, to Naya on social media after her shocking death. Since the tragedy, they have been leaning heavily on each other for support and comfort. Now, like I said, this is very disrespectful and very inappropriate for your sister, Naya's sister, to be living with her ex-husband and raising their son. I think it's not even healthy in my perception. It's not healthy for Josie, who knows that as his aunt, and to be in a house with his father. I mean, and like I said, I think there is sex going on, because we're talking about two adults. We're talking about two adults. One might say, well, why would you think it's sex? It doesn't have to be sex. Well, we're talking about realistic life we're in, like reality, in that these are two adults, very sexually active. Sure, I don't know about her, but I know he has a child. I mean, to me, it's just inappropriate for them to live together. She can still help out. They can still raise him, the child, and they can still partake. And I don't know why the family is supporting this. It makes you wonder why people have alcoholism, how alcoholic issues, and all types of anorexic mental problems, mental health issues. It makes you wonder if this is acceptable. Then I would think that there's something in their family, in their background, that probably needs to be ironed out, probably needs to heal, because this is not acceptable. Could you do that? I just couldn't. So yeah, these are some of the pictures that came out. Look at them holding hands, making plans. So here you see them, looks like they're in the mall. Why do they gotta hold hands? Why are they holding hands? Why are they holding hands? This is crazy. It's your sister's ex-husband. It's the man she was in love with at one point, the man she had history with, an emotional connection to, the man that she was with. And now that she's gone, which is a mysterious death in my opinion, I still don't feel satisfied with the way she died. I don't understand that. It almost appears that something was being set up, is what I'm saying. It feels like somebody set Naya up. Now, is that true? I don't know. I'm sorry, Naya. I only hope that she rests in peace, but this is, to me, very disrespectful to her child, very disrespectful to her, and for the family to have been said to be supporting this is just ridiculous, and I don't understand that. And for one, homegirl, you too skinny. You are too skinny. Just side note, get some weight on you, because that is like thin. So yes, Nikayla is a model, and Naya battled with anorexia. Now my speculative mind goes into effect. Was he mentally abusing her in some type of way about her weight, Naya, when she was alive? Maybe not, because I believe she battled with anorexia as a child, as a youth. But this is just all too weird for me. He's spending time together. Look, and what do they have on? 2 different outfits, meaning that they spend a lot of time together. They spend more than, just brother, hey, sister. Even me and my own brother don't spend that much time together. So, yeah, I thought that was here's a picture of Naya and her sister. I think that's a betrayal. That is certainly a betrayal. No question. Here is a video of them. So they're staying in a 3-bedroom, which means that Josie has one room. I guess she has one room and he has one room. It could just be for look, because it's just inappropriate, and I don't see how this is acceptable. I don't see how that's acceptable. I only see it as something that's sexual. But let me know. Hey, Texas Black Diamond. So let me see what y'all saying. Stay with me, y'all. What's going on, Lewis? You said that's something religious. You said getting with the spouse of your dead sibling is a religious thing. I don't know if they were Christian. Okay, because I remember Naya. I watched some of her I guess her posts. I looked at some of her posts. And she talked about how she she was a Christian. And although Christianity has been somewhat compared to white supremacy, which I don't agree with. I think that that's a scapegoat for people. I think it's easy for people to pin, because the picture of Jesus is a white guy, which I say he's a Jewish guy but I think that people relate Christianity to something that is racist. I think that white supremacists did use that as a tool for slavery, but that's not the intentions of God. But anyway, as her being a Christian, that's not what we do. That is what they did back in the Old Testament, back before Jesus' time, back BC, before Christ. But when he came, he fulfilled the law, and he became to be fulfillment for us. There was no need for you to marry your dead sibling, and there's no need for you to cut up a calf and burn incense up to God. There was no need for you to sacrifice lambs, because that's what we believe. Jesus BC, before Christ, was that, but after dominion, he came. He's the living sacrifice. So people hold on to old, rooted, and outdated laws that don't apply. It's just not, and let's just think, in the United States of America, that's not what we do. This is a culture. Our country is a culture. We are part of a culture. And that's not what we do here. It's just inappropriate. To me, it don't look right. You said Joe Biden's son divorced his wife to marry his dead brother's widow. I can't do it. I'm disgusted at the idea. I would not want to, me personally, I would not want to have anything to do like that with my sibling at all. You said, I know a sister with the same baby daddy. I asked her, you couldn't find your own man. And to me, that's nasty. And I believe that's where a lot of these curses come from. I believe a lot of these now I don't know, I'm just telling you what I think. When you start dealing with people messing with the same DNA, and you start mixing and mingling when bonds are too close, I just think that curses go on people, and kids come out with 6 fingers, or I don't know. That's just how I feel, especially when you talk about, even when you say family dealing with each other. That's where a lot of retardation comes from, and disabilities, and all types of deformations and stuff like that. I personally, maybe it's cool with y'all. I'm not saying that it's law. I'm not saying that is, I'm not even going to insinuate that's wrong. I'm going to say that I find it very inappropriate that once her sister died, her sister has not been dead for what? 3 months straight. Wait, August, September, not even 3 months, and you living with her ex? It just not right. Didn't they divorce because of I don't know why they divorced, but I know they were physically fighting. I know Naya had physically fought him and got arrested. She dealt with some drug abuse issues, maybe alcohol issues. But those things come from somewhere. Why did she, at one point, she filed for divorce, then recanted and stayed with him, and then she filed again? They had problems in their relationship. Was the sister sitting back? Like, it makes me think, was you plotting the whole, like, was he plotting on her the whole time? How can you feel good about that? How can you feel comfortable about that? I have no idea, but that is what is going on. That's what came out today. So I thought I'd share that with y'all, and you are sharing back what you think and your what you know, because I don't know that to be something acceptable. And I know that people, they're not living the lifestyle of the old church, the old way. I mean, not even before it was a church. Before, they're not living the lifestyle of the religious practices where you die, then your brother marries you, and no, they don't do that. People don't honor that. I don't know about that. You said white Jesus is how white people see Jesus, but go to Ethiopia and Jesus is black, because that is how the different Christian communities see Jesus as. Okay. And that makes a lot of sense. We've always been shown a Jewish Jesus on a picture. Sometimes it's blue-eyed Jesus. Sometimes blonde hair Jesus. Rarely do we see a black Jesus. And in America, we won't see that. They're not going to put that at the forefront because we're in America. And you already know what we've been dealing with for 400 years plus. So yeah, I do believe that me personally, I probably wouldn't care who he was if he came to save my soul. It wouldn't matter to me if he was white. I don't care if he's black. I don't care. As long as he loves me, as long as he saves me, he sticks closer to me than a brother. I'm okay with that. But I know that there's a lot of people that don't agree with that. What do y'all agree with? So yeah, that's that. I think it's inappropriate for them to be living together. There's obviously, though, that tells me, no questions, that tells me that they are messing. Okay, they're messing around. They messing around. That's what it tells me. And I would have to be there to prove me otherwise. So let's take a look what Nikayla said when she got wind, because the media is talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. The Shade Room's posting it. It's on site. Just blogs. Also, outlets are posting it. So now she has to say something. So let's see what she said. If I have it, let's see. Okay. Well, let's go to my email. And this is what she said. She said, in the darkest time of my life, the only thing that is important is my friends and family. Showing up for my nephew, even though I can't show up for myself. I'm not concerned with the way things look because no one can see each agonizing moment we all endure. What matters most, I've learned, is to show compassion, not to judge others, and never take a moment of life for granted. I hope you all can do the same. How y'all feel about that post? Come get this piping hot coffee with Barbara's Den says it mattered because Megan got shot and he did it or know he did it. Hold up. Or know who did it and trying to make it look like she deserved it for being Megan. And I want to talk about that too. Last time we talked about that a couple days ago on this channel, I was coming from a place of no judgment to nobody. I was trying my best to not put feelings in it, not put my opinion in it, but just look at it. Stand back and be objective is what I was trying to do. But what I want to do now is I want to talk a little bit about how I feel about it. Because how I feel about it and how I actually, what I was doing last time are two different things. Okay, so yeah, that was that. She responded, Nikayla, and to be honest, Nikayla, if I may, honey, to me that's just words on the board, honey. That ain't nothing, girl. That just tells me you had to do some damage control, and I do understand you're hurting, but I can't get with that. Like, the first thing I'm going to do is not going to run into my sister's husband's house. I'm not doing that. He's a boy, daddy can raise him, he has your support. I just don't see how y'all in the same house. I don't get it. So no, I cannot be with this here. I get the feeling from it that it's not even deep to me. I feel like it's something that she's just putting together to say something, because you got to say something. because now you've been caught. I mean, she's had pictures out with him, different locations, closely linked. Where's the son at? Where's the boy at? Where the baby? Where's the baby? Nobody in school right now. And he's 5 now. At the most, he's 5. When it happened, I believe Josie was 4 in July. Unless he just turned 5 between July and September, he's still 4 or 5. So he's not in school because no one's in school. So where is he? You talking about it's for the baby. Where's the baby? You know what I'm saying? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. You heard it here first. Spicy topic. Okay? I don't buy it. It seems like they messing around. And it's possible that they've been messing around. And I think it's dirty. I think it's kicking your sister's grave over. If that's the case. I'll put the if on that one. Because we talking about somebody that's passed away. You know, and I respect I don't want to disrespect Naya. But, you know, if they messing around, then that's that's grimy. It's grimy. You know, like I said, none of them pictures showed them with Josie. None of them. So is it about Josie? Body language tells more than a mouth tell. Actions speak louder than words. Where's Josie? You feel me? Yeah, feel me. Okay, so let's get back to Tory and Megan, because like I said, the last time we came from a very objective place. We didn't want to judge them. We wanted to get the facts out the way. We know that Tory put out some posts because he had not spoken to the public. He had not spoken to the public. You know, actually, let me go to my notes. He hadn't spoke to the public until September 24th. So what do we know? We know that Kelsey, the friend of Megan Thee Stallion, was in the car. That's what we do know. Okay. We can speculate 24/7 because we don't have all the facts. But let's go with what we do know. And let me know what y'all know so that we can know together. She was in a car. She's Megan's friend. She was Megan's friend anyway before the incident, but now she's not talking. Megan did a live, and live said the same people y'all asking about, I don't know about, because she said they haven't been talking to me, basically. I have not heard from them. So that means that she had not talked to Kelsey or Tory. They weren't talking to her. So how am I your friend? I introduce you to Tory. You meet him through me, and yet you walk away after the incident and you're no longer speaking to me. You're not posting anything on my behalf. You're not telling your side of the story. Why? I remember Megan had said on a video that, first of all, she said that it was something done to her it was intentionally to harm her. So there was intent all over this case. All over this case is intent. That's what she said. And she was saying something else about thank you to all my real friends that no money and no amount of money can separate, or something like that. I wish I could find it live. Which also puts the question in my head. Did Kelsey take money? Did they offer her money to be quiet? Why is it that Kelsey is not talking? What would stop her from saying something? Tory Lanez said that Kelsey did not shoot the gun. Kelsey herself said she is not the one with the gun, and she would never do something like that. So she omitted herself. Tory omitted her. So now we only have Megan. We only have the security guard left. Megan says that Tory shot her. Now, how do I feel as of right now? I am leaning on the truth in my heart, and that is that Tory shot her. That's what I believe. Okay? That's what I believe. I believe he did shoot her. And people, it's funny how people are saying, well, he shot on the ground. Or do you hear yourself? Then he shot at her. That's bad enough. Texas Black, I love you. Thank you so much. Hey, Jazz. He shot at her. Wouldn't that be enough? Why does it matter if he missed? Maybe he was drunk and he didn't get his target good, but he still shot at her. His intentions was like Megan said, to intentionally harm her. So to ask the question or to make the statement that he shot on the ground, he shouldn't have shot at her, period. That's enough right there to put him in jail. But he's not in jail. And the facts is that he might not go to jail. That's the facts. Because Megan Thee Stallion has developed feelings for him, which from the beginning, my personal thought was, And when everybody was saying he didn't mess with Megan and him, don't mess with each other. Megan tall, he's short, he's a midget. I'm like, no, that don't mean anything. Cause I know how it go. If a man has swag, a man can get a woman. He can get somebody. A man with swag, a man with money, a man with a little look. Tory's not an ugly guy. He can get Megan. Why can't he get Megan? Why? Because he's shorter than her? That don't when has that really mattered? So yeah, people are they were saying that, and come to find out, Tory Lanez in his 17-track album admitted that they was messing around. That he stated that Kelsey, that you try to lie to Kelsey and tell Kelsey that there was nothing between us. No, that's not the exact words, but look, I can't play the song because I already got a copyright claim for the last one. But that's what he claimed, that basically they meaning Megan and Tory has something going on. The fact that he has to mention that, it leads me to believe that he was in over there flirting with Kelsey, or that there was something between Kelsey and him. Maybe Kelsey did have a crush on him. Maybe he was hitting on Kelsey, and she probably was kind of feeling him. Why is she upset with Megan? Why? Thank you so much, Texas. Why would she be upset with him? Kelsey would be upset with Megan, in my opinion. Two things. This is my, because they did have some live videos before this incident. They, as in Megan and Kelsey, where they had bikinis on. They were dancing around the pool, touching on each other, flirtatious towards each other, very seductive. Looked like they was going to go eat something. You know, that's how closely linked and bonded they were. And at that time, I was like, well, it looks like Kelsey wants to have her for supper. Now, I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, so what if Megan didn't really want Kelsey like that? What if she didn't want her like that, and Kelsey was kind of on her? I'm just thinking, I don't know. My mind just thinks sometimes. It don't mean it's right, but hey, and that's what I was thinking. So it's either in my mind that Kelsey, she put up a post today, as a matter of fact. Let's take a look at that. Hopefully I got it. Damn it. I'll find it. But she put up a post today. Okay, is this it? Or was it yesterday? Today or yesterday? Okay, here's the post. Let me pull it out. Here's the post. This is what she put up today or yesterday. When was it? 51 minutes ago. No, this was not 51 minutes ago. It says, protect me from the people, and shout out to the neighborhood talk to who actually posted this. Protect me from the people who I love who don't really love me. Now, when she put that up, I believe that one came after Megan's post. Tory put his post up first. This is what Tory put up first today or yesterday. I think it was today though, for real. 9:25. What'd he say? Right. I'm trying to see why. Okay, I see what I'm doing. So here's the post. It says, 9:25, my mother's birthday, the day she passed away, the day the album dropped. And he named his album Daystar. And the reason I think, hey, Apes on the Tube. So the reason I think that he put this post up is because the media is talking about him. Rick Ross, Ebro has, radio and stuff like that. And also Rick Ross was saying some things about Tory. A lot of artists that he probably at one point was respected by, now have turned on him. He's losing a lot of support from the industry because of what he allegedly did to Megan. According to what we know so far. Okay. So I believe that's why he put it up. Because people had speculations like, why would you put that album out on the same day that the verdict came out in the case of Breonna Taylor, when we're supposed to be protecting black women, and this black woman got unjustly what am I trying to say here? That she didn't get her just due. Like no one was arrested and charged for the murder of Breonna Taylor. No police officer. So I thought that people thought that was wrong of him to even put the album out on the same day. It was a grave disrespect. I listened to some of them song clips, and I actually have to say he's a very talented person, and he put his heart into that body of work. But that's the post that he put out. if I can remember correctly, after that, this is what Megan put out a little bit later. Megan has her own clothing line, and this is something that she put out, her jeans and whatnot. Under the caption, it says, "Nothing real can be threatened. Oh, yeah, and remember when I said I was collabing?" And she collabed with basically Fashion Nova, and that's her clothing line. So that was what she put out after Tory Lanez post. Basically, nothing real can be threatened. And what do y'all think about her statement as it pertains to her saying that Tory Lanez shot her? Do y'all still believe that happened? Do you think that, like, people are speculating that she accidentally shot herself, which I can't see how that happens unless you pull back the safe and then pull the trigger? It depends on the gun, I guess. I mean, and another question is, did she jump out of the car when it was moving? Why am I asking that? Well, I want to know what was the vibe at the moment for them to go from Kylie's house to getting shot. So that's another question that I want to know is, did she just jump out after arguing? Because she said that they all were arguing and she just got tired of arguing. She got out of the car and he shot her. It's speculated that Tory Lanez told her, "Bitch, dance," or "dance, before he shot her. This is crazy, y'all. If you've known me or been around for a while, let me tell you, I am a feeler. I feel. Sometimes I don't always know. But I have Megan is a tall girl, right? She wears a big shoe size, right? Because my mind, sometimes thoughts cross my mind. And they don't always make sense right away. But then they end up making sense. Somebody will either confirm it in some way or the other. But this is crazy. Okay, she has a big shoe size. Why would he shoot her foot? Like, I'm thinking, does he hate her feet? And the fact that she stumps away, did she appear to be a pouting child? I mean, if Tory Lanez was flirting with Kelsey, her friend, if he was admittedly, as he admitted in the song, his songs, that he was interested in Kylie Jenner, this, first of all, dude is too much. He's too much. And for someone to say that she shouldn't feel jealous feelings, I don't think that's real. I think as a human being, what else are you going to feel if you dealing with somebody for months now? You visiting him, he's visiting you. You connecting on a friendly level. Tory Lanez in his song said they bind it. They bind it together through their similar experiences of losing their moms, not having them, feeling each other and comforting each other. In that way, they connected. That's a vibrational connection that when you got something that somebody else has, you and that other person, and y'all talk about it, y'all become intimate. That's an intimacy that you are developing right there. And it's hard to break that. It's hard to break it when you start connecting on an emotional level. I was told that with men, if they fall in love with you on an emotional level, they in love. They don't fall in love on a physical level. They fall in lust, and that's what I was told. So we have two people that share similar experiences. It's no doubt to me that after he posted that she posted this. Nothing real can be threatened. People were saying she's lying. People were saying that she's lying as in she did not get shot at all. I'm not saying lying about some things because there is some inconsistencies in her story. She first did say that she was shot in both of her feet on live when she had that pretty hairstyle, her little ponytail. It was cute. And she had a ponytail and she had a little side bangs hanging down. She looked so sad. She said that she was shot in both of her feet. But then it came out in details that that's not the case. So if that's not the case, then that means that she lied. There's no question to it. One would think, well, why would she lie? Is it that she forgot the details because she was drunk? I don't know. But that's what one would think. One would ask these questions. But like I said, so I won't get so far from what the point is. When it comes to Kelsey, I don't understand, Miss Kelsey, why you not her friend anymore. Because it's obvious. I just call things as they seem to be. It's obvious to me that y'all are not cool right now. Kelsey has not said anything to make any confirmation of the events that happened that night. I think she will soon. I think she got paid. That's what I think. I think she got paid. Maybe she didn't. Either she got paid or they offer her some money to keep quiet. And she was like, no, that's all right. I won't say nothing. It seems to me that she's taking Tory Lane's side because she does not have anything to say. She's not saying anything. She's not coming out like you have Malibu Mitch, the rapper, or you have Asian Da. They came out swinging, like defending Megan. They didn't second guess it. They defended Megan. But when you have the person that's in the car with her, that's her friend, the real friend that knows her more than she probably knows Asian Doll or Malibu Mitch, this person that's not saying anything, why? Why? Like, how? How do you do that? Personally, me, you will never be my friend again. You have one time to show me that you're not loyal to me. You'll switch on me and you'll go with someone else. Then that's it. I don't need another chance. You don't get a second chance to offend me like that. You don't not get another chance with me. Goodbye. Don't need you. Don't need them. Friends like that. Do you need enemies? So this is the closest we're gonna get to a medical report because the actual medical report it's not gonna be posted yet until probably after the case or something. According to this is all about laughs. All about laughs. Okay. Just a brief read of this. Let me see here. Let me drink some coffee. It says, Cedars-Sinai Medical Center released Megan Thee Stallion hospital records. Reveal rapper was honest about Tory Lane's incident. I don't think these are not the medical records, but okay. In the beginning, they already had this information saying the same thing. Cedars-Sinai Medical Center confirmed that Megan Thee Stallion's foot, namely her heel, did indeed have shrapnel in it, which they surgically removed. Some onlookers have doubted the Houston rapper's account of the events that unfolded in July, but the corroboration of her claims from the storied hospital clear some doubts. Okay. Hot Girl Meg was initially quiet about that night in the Hollywood Hills. No charges were made, nor were any implications at the time of occurrence. She cleared the air when taking to Instagram Live and specifically naming then boyfriend, Canadian rapper Tory Lanez. I don't know why they would call him her boyfriend. That's like wrong. They don't know that. But down here it says Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, have remained mum on the situation until the release of his eponymous album Daystar, which dropped last Friday on SoundCloud. In it, he raps how the explicit, okay, how you got shot in your foot, don't hit no bones or tendons. Some early reports suggested that Megan's injuries were sustained from broken glass, and that is because Megan Thee Stallion, I believe, told them initially, the cops, the nurses and whatever, that she had stepped on glass. And she said she did that. She said she lied because she was scared that because what was going on with black people at the time, in the heart of the brutality, she was scared that if she was told them that there was a gun in the car, that she would go to jail. And I also feel that because she has feelings for Tory, they was messing around. She didn't really want to get him in trouble. She didn't really want to see him lose everything. Her mercy in her heart for him was even more deep than hers for her own self. So that's why a lot of people are saying, well, you need to protect yourself and you need to press charges. You can't ask us to help and cover you if you're not willing to cover yourself. And that makes 110%. You can't expect anybody else to do what we're not willing to do for yourself. Why would we do that? That's stupid. People will go out on a limb for you and you'll run back to him, to the boyfriend, quote. You'll run back to Tory. And while everybody else will drop him and take your side and people people close to him can just no longer like or deal with him and take your side. And then you can end up right back dealing with him. So no, you have to really find out, go dig deep and ask yourself, do you really want him to pay for what he did? At this point, can he still press charges though? Can she still press charges? I thought that the state would pick it up. I thought that the DA would pick it up because where I'm from, they usually do. They'll pick it up. Okay. This is not going to linger. If someone got shot, there was a firearm, you wouldn't even be out of jail. But Tory got money. He got lawyers that can keep him out of jail too. Let's not act like he don't, because he does. A lot of people where I'm from, I can't afford it either. But, God can bless, but he got money, so he can afford a lawyer, and that could be the reason why he's not in jail, because what he does have is a firearm charge. Some early reports suggested that Megan's injuries were sustained from broken glass. An overhead video shows her exiting the SUV with a distinct limp. Pair that with a source close to the scene stating that Lanes directed the stallion to dance before firing at her feet. Now, I don't know, man. He had to be real mad he had to be out of his mind. Really ego up to the fucking roof if he told her to dance and did that to her. Then he really at that point had to be disrespectful to her. And why, when a man gets that low in disrespect, that means you allow him to do too much. You allow him to have too much of you. You've allowed yourself to give him too much credit. You probably just look too, you lost all your power. You gave it all to him. All your confidence is gone. At that point, that's straight disrespect, beyond disrespect. So that's that. So it says here, further the yet to be identified source indicated that Lanes tried to bribe Megan and her friend present for the shooting all the way up to her surgery, stating as she's going into surgery, this maniac is texting her. He's basically trying to say he'll pay. Her friend is also getting calls to receive money. He was trying to keep her quiet. Well, it doesn't say if she took the money though. Do it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she took the money. Because why is she not saying nothing? Her friend is Megan. That's not your friend. So, yeah, that's that. Like I said, y'all, I'm not even going to be long on this thing tonight. Let me see here what y'all saying in the comments. Oh, this is what Megan posted since I accidentally clicked on it. After Tory Lanez put out that post, I believe it was either after Tory Lanez put it out or then it said that means the bullet hit something first before it hit her foot. Okay, that's what that means. The shrapnel. Okay, it hit something. Yeah, it did. It busted. The bullet busted. Because if it would have exploded in her foot, it would have been worse than that. She would have had a hole in her foot. It wouldn't have been like stitched and she got out. Because they did say she got out within 2 days out of the hospital. Now, I'm gonna go as far as to say I think it's possible. He definitely shot at her, period. Because it wouldn't be by her foot, period. She got out the car. Well, how the bullet follow her? Like, he definitely shot, allegedly. It looks like Tory, so I'm saying Tory. She said it was Tory, so going on what Megan said, the bullet came to her foot. It traveled. What, did it follow her? No. Someone shot the bullet to her, and I think he was drunk. Maybe he didn't get the foot, completely. But the shrapnel got caught up in her foot. It was pretty close. It's in the heel. In the heel, you have to have your foot next to your daggone, like, how is that physically possible for her to accidentally shoot herself? She got to be acrobatic, don't she? How does she get her arm behind her foot and pop herself? I don't think she did it to herself. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm going with it. Based on science, I don't think it's possible in the place where she's injured that she actually did that on her own. Someone definitely shot at her, period. And like I said, guys, in closing, rather they hit her or not, to me, it's just the same. It's the same, Negro. You shot at me or you shot me. And you got to go to jail. Forget your feelings. You got to go to jail. You shot at me. People wonder, well, why would she get back in the car? Hell, I wonder, why would you get back in the car? Oh, okay, I know why. So if somebody has a gun at you, somebody shoots at you, and they say, get your ass in this car, bitch, or whatever. Can you imagine someone who has the control, someone who has the power, the authority with a weapon that did just shut? They didn't just threaten you. They actually fired. And you got injured. So how you get back in that car? Because they made you get back in that car. That's how you end up in the car. That's how you got back in. No one willingly wants to get in the car after they get shot. I can imagine that she was told to get in the car. And she was under fear, under control, and that's what she did as she was told. People were saying that she was beating him up. There's not too many people saying that anymore, but that she was beating him up and fighting on him and stuff like that. Please like this video, guys. And then it says, gun went off and hit something, and then it went toward her foot. Most likely it wasn't intentional. I don't think so. Like, what kind of gun is it, though? Because I seen guns. I actually had one, but I actually traded it in. They have 10s now. They got these guns that don't have a manual safe. And that's why I didn't want it, because I don't want to accidentally hit that button and go off. They have, but other guns that, one of the ones I like, I think it was a 22. I was at the range, and I like that because that's the first one I shot. So I liked it. You basically roll the thing back. What do you think, guys? I do not know about all this stuff, but you damn, I don't know the term, but you kind of roll that thing back. Not the barrel. Hell no. But like you have to do something in order to get the bullet in the chamber. You don't just, I don't see it. But let's say that did happen. It went off. Why would it go off? Why, first of all, why do you got that shit in your hand? Why is it in your hand? Shouldn't we leave the weapons out of it? Who had it in their hand? That's what I need to know. If it went off, who had it in their hand? Didi, he did deny it in his song. And he did it, he denied it on his song. But he never said who did it. He said, remember they was in the car, so anything could have stopped the bullet and went to her foot. But I'm saying, they was in the car, but she got out. She got out, and the bullet goes to her direction. She's out of the car. She was the only one out of the car. It wasn't like they was out the car wrestling. She was out of the car. So I'm trying to see the picture. She got out, and then the bullet goes in her heel. It's one thing if she got shot in the car and it looks like they had a gunfight. They were fighting over the gun to me. But if she's out of the vehicle and she has it in that place on her heel, that means she was walking or running. And as she was doing that, it hit her heel. It didn't hit her ankle. You know, because I don't know. I'm just trying to do some process of elimination. But hey, if there's a theory, then let me know. Let me know. And you know what? I do feel like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not saying that I'm right. I could be wrong. And there are people that don't never want to be wrong, and that turns me off. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't look. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I feel that if it was either the security guard or it was Tory Lanez that did that to her. That's how I feel. Why they say he got a pass, but the past is the present in most cases. History repeats itself. History usually repeats itself. Does not mean that just because he has something in the past that he's subject to keep replaying this, doing the same thing. But dude, you got a history of being a little controlling. You have a history of being aggressive. And now you with this woman and this, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to go too deep into it. And then because I don't want to accuse Tory all the way, because we don't know yet. And I don't want to accuse him of that if that's not the case. However, that was said, and that's what the evidence in the facts show. Just consider what I'm saying. Like, how did the gun go off? Like, just certain things is science. And when they say, lastly, they say Megan should have just shut up. Well, it's very hard to do that when you have the entire world pressuring to say something, telling you that you should speak, telling you that you're lying if you don't speak. She making it up. She's being a crybaby. Why is she not saying nothing? So she finally does say something. But she still did not say it was him, so stop getting mad at her. She tried to protect the dude. That's her choice. Personally, if I had to be me, I mean, I don't know. You got feelings for somebody as a woman. I'm not talking about no don't be pretending. You people out their mouth, they always say what they would do, but they know damn well that they not sure what they would do. If you was in that situation, you got feelings for that person, you drunk, you're going to try to blame yourself some kind of way, and you probably are not going to want to get them in trouble if you did something to get it to where that was at. So I think she did not tell us. I don't think she's telling us what she did, but I think she did something. I think that Megan Thee Stallion did something. I think she said some things. I think she got a little reckless, and I don't know. I've never seen her get reckless with her mouth, but I'm sure she do. I think she might have got aggressive herself. I think she might have got. She said she did not touch him. She said she didn't hit him. She said I never. What she say? I never touched him. Well, what you do, Megan? Because ain't nobody going to shoot you for nothing like that. Not nobody like, I don't think Tory would just, or whoever, I don't think they would just pop you like that if y'all was in the car, cool, and y'all was going out, unless they was always going to do that. Like it was already planned. This is something else, y'all. We can go ahead and speculate all night about this. Y'all, we can speculate all night about this. We ain't going to do that. But as you see tonight, my perspective is that I think that Tory did it, but I might change in the next couple of days, so I don't know. As the details come out, hey, we don't have everything now. We don't know everything, so I don't see, if something comes out and it looks like, oh no, so he didn't, then that's what I'm gonna go with, the facts. In my heart, in facts. And as far as what I have now, yeah. What did you see with Megan Thee Stallion after that? Megan Thee Stallion, she's been bullied. Y'all talked about how she looked like a man. You talked about how she looked like a horse. Some of you, not all of you. You talked about her physical appearance. Do you know how fucking hurtful that is to be talked about like that? Like, that's just awful. Why? Why did people call her those names? Because they didn't like the fact that she said he shot her? They didn't like, what the fuck? People don't like nothing. People want everything their way. And it's about 1 billion people wanting it their way. You can't do that, Megan. You got to do it your way. But they talked about her. Big time talked about her. And that was sad. That messed me up right there because that's wrong. But at the same time, I knew, look, you got all this twerking around and all. You better than all of that. And people will lose respect for you. They will lose respect for you. So, I don't know. I might change in a couple days. You said, so you know how hard it is to hit a person. Hold up. So you know how hard it is to hit a person in the back of their ankle. Did she have shoes on her feet? I don't think she had shoes on her feet, Dennis. I don't think so. Because when we saw the video, she didn't have any shoes on. None of them seemed like they had any shoes on. I don't think any of them had shoes on. I don't know why the hell they ain't had no shoes on. The hell? What was they in that car doing? Like, why y'all ain't got no shoes on? So, no, they didn't have any shoes on. And, yeah, it has to be hard to hit somebody in the ankles. But is it? Well, if you aiming down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how hard it is, to be honest with you. I don't. You might know better than me. But, that's that, y'all. Today, I think that's what happened. And as far as it goes with Naya, I'm sorry what's going on with her. I'm sorry that her son, because she gone, but her son it's just not right with that either. Like I said, they hanging out, they claim it's about the son, the boy, but in every picture we saw, they had different outfits on, different scenery. So they've been hanging deep together, and they live together, and they are quote unquote sister and brother-in-laws, because Naya and Ryan was divorced. But where's the son at? Y'all talk an awful lot about the son. You did this for the son. However, son ain't in the pictures. It's only y'all. So yeah, I don't buy it. I was gonna go ahead and talk about Tamar, but maybe next time. Want to thank y'all for coming chilling with me tonight. Such notice. Please like this video, guys. Wanted to thank you and say I love you. Okay. You guys have a good night. Peace.